I'm in the hayloft, the upstairs of the largest barn still standing in southwest Nebraska. It's south of Trenton, about 1.5 miles, owned by Polly Stanky for the most part right now, and it's a monster barn. Was built in 1888. Tremendously strong barn. Bill Stanky, when he was reinforcing it after they had built it, and he was going to put the loft up here a little better, and he was using 2x12s, and the lumber yard said, "Well, you can get by with 2x8s for flooring joists, you know." And he said, "I don't ever want to have to worry about what I put up there," because he said, "I might put something awful heavy up there." And so he put 2x12s, and he was always overbuilding whatever he built. He built it better and stronger than requirements demanded, and he never regretted it. He said, if you underbuild or if you build just to code, or you know, the general consensus back then, there were really no codes. He said, you may pay the price. And he said, to repair, or if somebody gets injured, he said, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. So he always overbuilt for strength. And his quality and workmanship is next to none. But this old barn has seen a lot of change. You got to remember, when this barn was built, that there were no cars, planes, no world wars had happened yet. And yet this barn still stands, and one of the few that's still holding up quite well. Most of them have been torn down because of the high taxes on any buildings, including barns. But this old barn has seen a lot of good things, and I don't feel any bad vibes in this barn. So apparently there were no violent crimes or anything negative that happened within this barn. And so, but anyway, this is the barn. One of the blessings of my life was knowing Bill Stanky south of Trenton. He was a craftsman's craftsman, a gunsmith, and then some. But he didn't just work on those. He made things like the old style medieval garden hose. And rest assured, until you've used some of his equipment, which is nothing short of amazing and would last many generations if taken care of. Like this is a good old garden hoe that he made, and he made all different kinds for different uses, for killing weeds and stuff like that. A good push hoe is hard to beat, and of course he made the narrower push hose too, and it was also good for killing a snake if you ran into a rattler. But needless to say, he did all sorts of stuff like that, and he had people all around the country buying his garden hose that he made. And a brilliant man with common sense of what people needed and how they, needed it. And he always kept his prices down. He only charged $20 for a garden hoe that he might have to spend 2-3 hours, making. And so he was always economical on how he made his stuff. But this McCook's Mr. Bill, and Bill Stanky not only had a great barn, but he had the wisdom and the knowledge of what to do with tools and how to make them.